What's up everybody, Kyler Stasson here. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to do predictions video for Impact Wrestling's Rebellion pay-per-view. It is taking place this Sunday. And I'm a big TNA fan. I've been for years. I kind of dipped off in the last couple of years. But really since Slammiversary last year, I've gotten back into Impact big time. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's probably going to be one of Impact's biggest pay-per-views in a long time, considering the main event and the promotion they're working with AEW for it, and of course New Japan with one of the matches as well. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I don't know if I'll end up doing reactions. It depends on how I feel and Monday after the pay-per-view. So yeah, and one of the main reasons I literally just decided to do predictions about like 5 minutes ago before I start recording, because I was thinking I haven't really uploaded a lot this week, and yeah, I have no real video idea. So I was like, I know Impact pay-per-view this weekend, let's do predictions. Maybe I'll do reactions again, as I said. It depends how I feel Monday. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. And I just want to say before I get into this, I do watch Impact weekly, but I am a week behind. I haven't watched last week's episode, the episode before the Go Home episode. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this. I'm recording this Thursday. This will probably be, I might upload it Friday, Saturday. So as I'm recording, I'm a week behind. I haven't watched the episode before the Go Home episode yet. So yeah, and the reason I say that is because there's one match here that I've only like seen now as I'm looking at the card, and that is the first match I'm going to start with. Fire and Flavor, of course. Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz defended the Knockouts Tag Team Championships against Jordynne Grace, and to be decided, or to be announced. So as of right now, we don't know who that is, and honestly, I can't tell you who that is. I can't tell you who I think it is. I can't really tell you who I want that to be. Actually, you know what? This may be a bit of a letdown to some people because this person's already announced. But I'm going to predict that this is Taylor Wilde. Of course, it's announced she is returning to Impact soon. I can't remember if they gave a date. I just remember them playing the videos, and if they did give a date, I can't remember what date that was. But yeah, I'm going to go with Taylor Wilde, make her in-ring return team, and with Jordynne Grace. Of course, the last partner Jordynne Grace had was Jazz, who recently retired. As I mentioned, the episode that I haven't caught up yet is actually where she gives her retirement speech, because of course she lost at their last Impact Plus special, which was Hardcore Justice, to Deonna Purrazzo. So yeah, of course, Jordynne looking for a new partner after Jazz gone. I'm just gonna go say Taylor Wilde, because I honestly can't think of anyone else off the top of my head to be that partner, and I'm actually gonna go with Kiera and Tasha to retain. Yeah, I won't be surprised if they did end up dropping the belts eventually. But personally, with the Iconics recently being released in WWE, I think the Iconics and Fire and Flavor will be a fantastic feud if the Iconics end up going to Impact. And I think Impact picked up a lot of talent after the last set of releases, and I would like to, I won't be surprised if they did the same here. And with the Knockouts Tag Team Championships, I think that is the perfect place for the Iconics. I think the Iconics will be a perfect fit. Of course, they'd probably have to go under a different name. But yeah, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, whatever their name is, when their 90 days are up, if they even have a 90 days, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, Fire and Flavor, I'm going to go retain, just in hope that down the line they eventually defend them against the Iconics and come in. And actually, just remind that I never got around to doing a video on the releases. So yeah, I just didn't have time to do that. So yeah. Anyway, let's just continue on. I've just noticed I'm already 5 minutes in and we've only covered one match because I'm rambling. So, Chris Sabin, Eddie Edwards, James Storm, and Willie Mack face off against Violent by Design, which of course is Eric Young, Cody Deaner, Joe Doring, and Rhino. I've actually been a big fan of what they're doing with Violent by Design. Of course, Sabin and Storm, two TNA legends. Willie Mack, one of my favourites from when I first started watching him in PWG. Of course, he was in Lucha Underground and now in Impact. And of course, Eddie Edwards is awesome. He's probably been one of the top guys, if not the top guy in Impact for a long time. And yeah, so this match should be fun. And I'm actually going to go with Violent by Design. Again, your big heel group. I feel like it would make more sense for them to pick up a win over the faces here. Trey Miguel versus Sami Callihan in the last man standing match. Big fan of both these guys as well. Sami, of course, former champion. He is one of the top guys in Impact as well. And Trey is a guy that I won't say he's a top guy right now, but he's on the edge. And because of that, I'm actually going to go with Trey to pick up the win against Sami and kind of elevate himself into that main title picture, into that scene. And I won't be surprised if by the end of the year he is Impact champion. So yeah, I'm going to go with Trey to beat Callihan in this last man standing match. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Callihan got the win in this one, just to run it back then down the line, with Trey eventually overcoming the obstacle in Sami, which now that I'm thinking makes a bit more sense. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Trey, because the whole angle is kind of being Sami's trying to bring out a newer side to Trey. So I feel like that's where they're going to go, and that like in this match, Trey's kind of like going to snap, bring out that more aggressive side, and that's how he puts Sami down for the 10 count, because of course last man standing. The next match I'm actually looking forward to a bit. I've always been a fan of Cardona and Myers, and they're facing off in a singles match, which I can't remember. I don't think WWE ever gave them a big blow off like singles match against each other. So I'm interested to see how they go here. I love their podcast, of course, the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I'm a big fan of both these guys. I think their in-ring work is good as well. So I'm very interested to see in a big singles pay-per-view match how they do, especially against each other. And I'm not against either man winning, but I'm going to go with Brian Myers, the most professional wrestler. I just feel like Myers will... I don't know why, I'm just leaning towards Myers more than Cardona in this one. So I can't really explain more than that. I don't have any reasoning. It's just gut instinct, Myers over Cardona. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that one and seeing how both do because I feel like they haven't really had a big singles match before, especially against each other. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how they do in this spot. Of course, though we know how good Cardona is from his run with Zack Ryder, like former Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. So I'm not saying he hasn't had like big singles matches. It's more of they've been under the WWE umbrella, where he kind of hasn't been able to do everything he can, because you know how WWE is, they like to do things a certain way. So yeah, this is like the first chance we can really see what they get to do under like their own creativity. More for Cardona, because of course Myers did have a brief run in Impact, but again, where he was the tag team champion during his first release. He's done a lot of indies. But yeah, on this like big, I don't feel like even then he didn't have this big like pay-per-view matchup, and like this is one of the matches they've been building the most on TV, leading up to it. So yeah, they're going to put a lot of spotlight on this one. So I'm just going to stop rambling on. You know what I mean? big singles match between these two. Going with Myers just on gut instinct. Three-way X Division Championship match. Ace Austin defends against Josh Alexander and TJP. I don't know where to go. I believe Austin defeated TJP to win the belt back. I'm a big Ace Austin fan. I'm not against Ace Austin retaining. I don't see TJP getting the belt back. That just leaves one man. The man that I want to win this the most, Josh Alexander. Of course, recently Ethan Page left the North. Were a great team in Impact. So Josh has kind of started to have a singles run in the X Division. So I think they should put the belt on him here. And I'm a big fan of Josh Alexander, so I'd be happy with that. But I'm also not against Ace Austin retaining, and I just don't see TJP getting the belt back. Deonna Purrazzo versus Tenille Dashwood with Caleb with a K. Again, don't really mind where they go with this. I like both. I think they're both solid workers. If I had to pick one, I'm leaning more towards Deonna retaining again. No real reasoning, just kind of like with Brian Myers over Cardona, just kind of go instinct. If I had to pick one, that's where I'm going. Then the Impact Tag Team Championships, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, looking to regain the Impact Tag belts as they take on FinJuice, which of course David Finlay and Juice Robinson. Again, this is another one. Don't really mind the outcome, like both teams. And I don't really know which way they're going to go. Because like some matches that you look at, like where you're like, I don't mind the outcome, but this is the direction I see them going. Again, but this one, like the other matches, I don't really see the plan here. Not saying there isn't a plan, it's just it's hard to tell, which is a good thing because you don't know what to expect. It's less predictable. So I'm just gonna go with the Good Brothers to retain. Again, I like FinJuice. But they've only had the belts for like a month, so maybe it's a bit too early to take it off. But the thing with FinJuice is how often are they going to be available? Are they going to be in Japan? Are they... Well, like, just because that, I feel like they get the belts to FinJuice kind of to capitalize on that New Japan partnership, kind of show everyone, look, this is a thing. They brought the belts to Japan, like they've got a bit of promotion from it. So if they give them back to Gallows and Anderson, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Gallows and Anderson again. I'm just kind of rambling on, trying to make sense of things. But yeah, then main event, of course, the match everybody's looking for, the match everybody's waiting for, title, Impact World Championship against AEW World Champion Rich Swann, Kenny Omega. It's going to be a great one, and I'm going with Kenny. Again, it just makes the most sense. It's kind of the direction I see things going. I just don't see Rich Swann becoming AEW champion. So it kind of just leaves Kenny winning. And I don't see... They might do a screwy finish. And I probably wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I just don't think they will. I think they will just have a clean winner. And I think Kenny becomes double champion. He becomes Impact champion. Of course, already AEW champion. And he's just going to continue to collect the belts. And then, like, I could see a guy like Trey Miguel being the one to, like, rise up and beat Kenny, and, like, the things that could do for Trey, and, like, helping him get over. Like, kind of linking back to what I said about Trey earlier. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega. Of course, there'll probably be interference by Don Callis. I won't be surprised if Good Brothers try to get involved. Maybe the Young Bucks show up and make an appearance. Who knows what happens. But that is it for my Impact Wrestling's Rebellion pay-per-view predictions. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to this pay-per-view? Are you going to watch it? What matches are you looking forward to? Your predictions. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, follow my Twitter, link in the description. I always forget to shout that out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one.